Alright, we should be live. What's Gaming Gamers? It's your boy Olino coming at you live with more Skyrim. I said we were on that Skyrim grind because I really want to play Baldur's Gate 3, but I gotta commit to finishing up our Skyrim run. And I've also been having the urge to play Skyrim. I was hankering Skyrim all day at work today, so here we are. Send the links out. If you guys remember last time, we what were we doing? Oh yeah, I want to get a house. Getting a house would be really nice. So we can store all the stuff, because if you look at our inventory, we are pretty full. But we have to do a quest to get a house, and to do that quest, we have to do another quest. So we are going to do March of the Dead, because this is the quest we got to do to get a house. Well, one of the quests we have to do. But if we need to drop stuff, we can. We're carrying, like, how much Scathe Claw? Yeah, we're carrying... Actually, this is only... Well, that is 27 pounds of it. And, like... Yeah. Quite a bit. We might also be carrying, like, other random loot. I hope we're not getting... it's middle of the day. We've usually been waking up at 8 a.m., so we shouldn't be too tired. I do think you get tired faster the more exertion you do. But we should be fine, honestly. We're not relying on potions too much these days, which is the big thing that hits you when you start getting tired. That fort's pretty close by. I'm really happy also. It is nice with Solstheim, since we're not doing fast traveling. It is nice, everything being much more compact overall. You know, Skyrim has a bad habit, I think in no small part because of the readily available fast travel. Has a bad habit of just being like, hey, go to the other end of the map for this quest, then pop back. I think the Thieves Guild especially, the Thieves Guild one, that's going to be rough, because I think in the Thieves Guild one we're going to have instances where we're being told... I should hold off on mining that. Old Dorn Pharaoh. Who's this guy?
Damn it. What am I going to do?
Ooh, this is what we want. We want the Ozdahal stuff. What's up, buddy?
There's something you need. With me? What's the matter with you? Sorry, I've just had a lot of hawk-faced cowards coming by to mock my efforts. It probably can't hurt to tell you. You look mostly honest. The name's Rollis. Rollis Sedaris, out of Morrowind. I've got a financier waiting for me back on the mainland. Sent me here in the interests of obtaining some rare antiquities, the relics of Arzador. But this whole thing became a disaster right quick, let me tell you.
What happened?
You come out of the Northern Ashlands, you don't expect things to go easy, you know. But this was something outside my particular expertise. When I first got to Kolbjorn, you couldn't even see it. Buried in the ash, like most other things on this blasted island. Dug out a pile of the stuff taller than me just to find the barrow. Who knows how much to reach the door. Excavating isn't exactly my specialty. Even if it was, the ash storms fill it in faster than you can dig.
Why not hire some of the miners?
You think I've got that kind of money? No, I only get paid on delivery. Can't afford to go out of pocket for 1,000 septims on this. Takes money to make money, all that rot. There's a lot of it at the other end. But I can't get there without a little kick to start it off.
Hold on, what's the treasure you're after?
You ever hear of Azadol? He was the first great Nord enchanter, maybe even the first human to master elven methods. His best work was buried with him, though. A set that my patron calls the relics are supposed to be down in his tomb. Now, they're old, and they're powerful. A combination like that makes them pretty valuable to certain people. And I happen to know certain people. What? Are you serious? Well, I think I could make that work. We can sort out the details of our little arrangement later. But for now, I'll manage the dig if you can manage the coin.
Sure thing.
Do you have the gold? It's all here. Well then, looks like I have a good bit of work to start on. I'll head back to Raven Rock and round up some diggers. Once we've got something worth looking at, I'll send word to you. Pleasure
Sounds
doing
good.
business with you, partner. I'll see you soon.
Also interesting, you dual wielding pickaxes. He had an ancient Nordic pickaxe he was using, and he's got a pickaxe on his belt. Let's eat something. And then, I just need to alt-tab for a second. I need to turn up my in-game volume a tad. Well, turn up the volume on my end, because I believe the audio mixing's pretty good overall for the stream. At least nobody's complained. Well, I think some people have complained and I changed it. So, I haven't had complaints since I changed it. Oh wow, that's a lot of ash. Oh, that must be Red Mountain. Wow, so it is just spewing ash. That does not seem like it'd be fun. Alright, well. Run from it, dread it. Old Imperial forts arrive all the same. Where's the front door? Hello? Oh. Ow. Rude. No, don't get up on my account. Just stay right there, buddy. There we go. I hope this water isn't cold. Normally ships like this have a chest in them. This one just had skeletons and oysters and clams. Alright. We get into looks like we can get into the fort this way then. But yeah, so for those of you who aren't familiar, this is the Dragonborn DLC. Solstein was in Morrowind the game, Elder Scrolls 3. Guys, I'm trying to give exposition. Technically it was part of Skyrim in it was like part of the Imperial province of Skyrim, but after the events of Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion and the eruption of Red Mountain, Solstheim was ceded by Skyrim to Morrowind to serve as like a little bit of a refuge and a safe haven for the Dark Elves, the Dunmer, because, well, because of that thing. Because Morrowind isn't doing so hot between that and the Argonian invasion. Well, I don't even know if it was a... Well, I mean, it was an invasion, but it was like a skirmish. Like, basically, it's implied that they just came in, rampaged a bunch, and then bounced. Oh, wow, there's two of them. Even the odds.
Fort Frostmoth will never fall. Long live the Empire!
That. Ow. I don't know what it is lately. It seems like NPCs are much more I don't know if that's like a Solstheim thing where NPCs are just much more likely to run away. I feel like we were getting that in Skyrim proper. Alright, but so this is Dragonborn DLC, though. It's one of the two big official DLC, the other one being Dawnguard, but this adds like a whole new island and everything, the island of Solstheim, and a whole bunch of quests and stuff. Dawnguard also adds quests, and adds new locations, but it mostly reuses the Skyrim map itself, as opposed to adding a whole bunch of stuff. All right, I think we just pull up in here. These forts usually aren't too big because they can only be so big.
Does someone live among the
Oh, he's running. Well, take that as an opportunity to heal. It is nice getting ore from these guys, at least. A bunch of Troll Skull. East Empire Company Strongbox, don't mind if I do. Ooh, an East Empire pendant. Can sell that to that one guy. Oh yeah, there are some other objectives we could do in Skyrim as well, like form the Crown of Baron Zaya. I've never actually done that, so we could go do that. Could be fun. Just trying to think of what does it mean when one says they beat Skyrim? 93, please let us get to 100 so I could stop using two-handed. Like, don't get me wrong, it's fine and all to use two-handed, but I just really hate the tedium of needing to constantly switch to our healing spells. That's why I really like one-handed. And also one-handed, I believe our DPS is higher, just because you can attack a lot faster. Like, our one-handed and two-handed weapons do about the same amount of damage, but the one-handed weapon is a lot faster. Taking off the side, elk pelt. Do we go down or up? Which way? I guess we can keep summoning the ghost. We are getting Conjuration XP every time we summon him. So, may as well. May have made a mistake leveling up our character so quickly without doing training. We probably could have saved ourselves some trouble with grinding later on, because I do want us to get all our stats up to 100. Requires key. So I think this is the actual way to progress the dungeon. Well, that's fine. So, yeah, to remind you guys where we were at the end of last stream also, we are in here to deal with an Imperial General who was supposed to have died 100 years ago, but is allegedly commanding the Ash Spawn, so we gotta see what's up with that. Grab a quick save, because I think it has been a while since we've last died in-game, but that just means it's all more likely. There we go. What can we drop? Probably don't need all of these. The albino spider pod's just neat. I didn't realize we were carrying embalming tools. I must have accidentally picked those up at some point. Alright, well, that lets us move again. We'll deal with emptying more next time. Hopefully we can find a forge or something. Skulls are mandatory to acquire. Yeah, well, price we pay. Alright, let's see. Let me put just some junk in here. Probably put a bunch of these arrows. Elven, ebony. Honestly, we could ditch. So, elven arrows, I think, yeah, elven arrows pretty good. I don't really care for the other arrows, so we can honestly ditch that, because we've got higher tier arrows we can use for now. Ancient Nordic pickaxe, we need that for mining Stalrim. That was actually a good amount of stuff we were able to ditch just then. Ash hopper stuff, ash yams. Stamina regenerates. This is basically just alcohol. Nord mead, yeah, I don't really care about that. Nixhound meat, don't care. Flynn, again, just alcohol. Clam meat doesn't weigh a whole lot. So, all right, that freed us up a little bit. What's in here? Ildari's journal. Grafting the Heartstone to the subject. Why is he trying to reanimate a general? Okay, so you're basically using Heartstone to resurrect somebody. Alright, yeah, that's not ominous at all. Well, that explains where all these... Oh, man, a Daedric sword. Well, we found the key we need to presumably open this door. You guys might be like, you could just not carry all these skills, and you're correct, but that's not going to stop me. Let's see. I honestly don't need all of this stuff. Barely able to move again. I also have carrying capacity potions I could use, so if we need to do that, we can. Alright, so we need that key to get in that door, I assume. So let's go up the other... Oh, there's a lot of other stuff in here. Yeah. Oh, I guess we'll take that. Oh, let's gather up all this stuff. Okay, that's just a bunch of meats and cheese. Moon sugar. Interesting. We'll just use a carrying capacity potion. Excuse me? Oh, I grabbed too much stuff. What did I grab? Did I grab the ebony sword? Yeah, I did grab that Daedric sword. Oh yeah, I did grab the ebony sword. Oops. No wonder I couldn't move. What goes through here? Oh, wow. Ow. Hey. Well, that was weird. The heck are the ruby geode? Oh. The heck do you get if you mine this? I'm assuming rubies. Oh, yeah. Alright, so you just get gems and heartstone and... Alright, cool. Grabbing ones that can be used as ingredients. What's up here? Oh, right. This is where we just fought. This looks like it just exits to the roof. Oceans. Books. Another thing, I like collecting the books as well. So. Oh, man, I wanted to do the full combo. Oh well. These guys sure can't take a beating, though. I'll give them that much. Got him. Oh, hey. Where are you going? You're not going anywhere. Now you're really not going anywhere. Alright. Another one. Ow. Oh, you completely missed me there. Oh yeah, and for anybody who's not familiar, part of the reason it takes so long to kill is we are playing on Legendary Survival Mode, meaning that enemies take a lot less damage from us, and we take a lot more damage from them. If you haven't seen the earlier parts, if you really want to see me struggle in Skyrim, you can watch the earlier parts of this series. What was I doing? I was doing, one of our most epic battles was against, like, 5 mud crabs. With something. Probably more worth it to get rid of that guy. Maybe I should summon something more impressive. We probably have the magicka for it. Like, Tomb Guardian conjures a shade when it kills an enemy. Like, what really impressive ones do we have? We have Master, Conjure Bone Claw. Well, can't do that. Conjure Frost Atronach. Reanimate Corpse. I guess we'll get a Frost Atronach. I don't know if we get... I hope that doesn't, like, make us cold. These guys are just running away. Ow. Oh wow, did they already knock down our Atronach? Well, I mean, I guess that's good because we'll cast the spell more often. Lower level one. Well, it seemed like it was lower level.
You've taken your...
Oh. Elixir strength. Yeah, we really don't want to be over encumbered. I do know we get tired faster if we're over encumbered. What invasion plans? You know, he might be freaking out because he's not aware of the transfer of Skyrim to Morrowind, maybe?
I'll have you drawn and quartered.
Wow, this guy is tough. Ow. Reconjure Atronach, refresh the timer.
I'll make you pay.
Oh, ow, he hits hard. We have like 1,000 health also. Alright, we're gonna do this the easier way then.
I'll this This will all be over soon. Repel the invader!
I wish you had like a shouting skill or something. That'd be kind of cool, even if it just reduced like the timer on your shouts. This guy's body was remarkably well preserved, I gotta say. I guess he was buried in ash, but not even, like, Pompeii, they're not like, preserved. It's a unique item, but Daedric Sword, we could just make our own version if we really wanted to at the end of the day, so it's not that big a deal. Apprentice Robes of Illusion we can find. Titan Helmet, Minor Magical, we could just find one of those, could just make gold. Emerald Circlet, don't need leather bracers, don't need Nordic Circlet. I like these just because we got them as quest rewards, but probably would just sell them. Skull Boots. These all don't weigh too much. All these random potions, we really don't. I only care about the ultimate potions at the end of the day, so. Yeah, scroll, it's just money, which again, not a big deal. There we go. Daedric Greatsword of Storm, same deal. I could just make a better version of that if we really wanted it, because it's not a unique stat item or anything. I will take all these books, though. Maybe one day, as a epilogue, I can have your character sit down and we can read all the Skyrim books together. Alright. I think that's everything. Oh boy, some 200-year-old garlic that's been buried in ash for hundreds of years. Oh boy. I do like picking... I used to in Skyrim back when I didn't have, like, very... like, well... as good a gaming PC, because obviously gaming PCs have come a long way. Or shoot, I think I first played Skyrim on a console. One of the things I would do is I would just deliberately, I did this in Oblivion also, just deliberately pick up all items in the overworld, and it would like improve game performance a little bit. But it also takes a lot of carrying capacity and it's kind of annoying, so. Our potion's about to run out. Wait. Because I had a better potion, it didn't override it. Interesting. Well, we want to get out of here quickly then. Eat some soup. Also need to sleep. Yeah, it's now 9 PM in game, so it is getting late, and yeah, we're cold. No more collecting ingredients. I wonder if any of the Blessings of the Nine give you increased carry weight. I don't think so, though. Oh, neat little encampment.
We've got a crew on it. They're not sharp, but they're working hard. Come back soon. See how they do.
Got a bag or anything I could put stuff in? Yeah, let me just use this knapsack. I don't know how good of a storage this is, but honestly, I don't... Nope, I want that back. I don't know how good of a storage solution this is. Stuff might disappear, but if it does, it's not the end of the world. Necromancer Statement, I did want to put that away, because that is a unique quest item. Mostly what I care about are unique quest items. Or, like, cool stuff, like the skull boots and stuff. Alright, the Scathe Claw. Yeah, we could store, like, 250 of that. And the... Trauma Root. There we go. Now I can grab stuff again. Although I really shouldn't. Ugh. 700 carrying capacity, still get over encumbered. Although part of that is because we do kind of carry a lot of stuff on. That's another thing. Once we max out two-handed, I can stop carrying a two-handed weapon with us. And then that would free up like 30... How much carrying capacity would that free up? Yeah, 33 carrying capacity, so... Not an insignificant amount. Stop, stop. Do not go anywhere.
What news do you bring from Fort Frostmoth?
How'd you know I just went there?
I had my suspicions that he was undead. How else could he have survived for over 200 years?
I mean, he did. He was brought back to life recently.
There are quite a few tales of General Curious' exploits, including the founding of Raven Rock.
Wait, he founded Raven... I thought Raven Rock... So Raven Rock was founded, and then they just turned it over. Alright.
Councillor Morvain told me to give this to you if you made it back in one piece. And you got rid of General Curious. Better than a soldier's pay, so you should be thankful.
10,000 gold? Wow! I think that's got to be our largest monetary quest reward yet. Like, we got like 1,500 here, 3,000 there. 2,000, I think. 10,000 gold, that's a lot of gold. A lot of times you get, like, a piece of equipment or something.
I'm sorry to bother you, but Second Councillor Rano asked me to come find you. He said it's quite urgent. All he wanted me to do is track you down and send you to him. Look, this is important. Even more important than wiping out the Ashspawn. Please, go speak to the Second Councillor as soon as possible.
Right after I've had a nap.
The Oilmon sleeps.
Probably should also look at resolving whatever it is that's bothering people. Oh, we finished a quest. March of the Dead. Done. Wait, so did we get the new carry? Ah, okay, so it saved it. Interesting. So it saved it and then applied it? Or maybe it was tracking both, and then once the larger effect expired, we got the shorter effect. Interesting. Right, Azura gives 6% magic. Resist. Is he good? Is he heading to work on the thing?
Thank you for coming.
Okay.
After everything you've already done for Raven Rock, I hate to ask for more, but I can't risk Councillor Morvain being killed.
He's in danger of being killed? How?
The Ulan family of House Lalu, a rival great house, has placed a death mark on the Councillor's head.
Lalu isn't a great house anymore, though. They weren't one of the great houses you mentioned.
It's a private matter. Let's just say they seek revenge for the execution of one of their own, ordered by Councillor Morvain himself. The problem is I don't have any solid proof that anyone from House Lalu is hidden among us. Only my suspicions. It may be justified, but it certainly isn't appreciated. Councillor Morvain simply feels that I'm being paranoid. I'm afraid that one day I'll awaken and discover him dead. And I don't want it to come to that.
Fair enough.
I do. I've received some information from my sources that there could be elements of Ulan's house, House Lalu, already in Ravenrock. Ravenrock is a small settlement, so it's hard to accomplish anything in secret. If any of them is from House Lalu, I wouldn't be able to make a move without them knowing. I had a feeling you'd be willing to listen to me.
As long as I get a house out of it.
I need you to start out by being my eyes and ears. Search Ravenrock and see if you can root out these traitors. The best place to start would be Geldis Sadri.
What a coincidence. I was just about to head there to take a nap.
If he provides you any leads, check them out before bringing them to my attention. I can't afford to make any mistakes.
Got it.
I'm unsure. I swear I know the name, but I cannot place it. I don't think so. I'm not... The name has something to do with the Earthstone, I think, but I'm not sure what.
It's so weird the way this is structured, how nobody seems to care about people mindlessly going to work on the Earthstone periodically.
Traitors. The lot of them. Their collaboration with the Empire may have given them unrivaled political and economic strength, but their hearts weren't with the Dunmer people. Lalu deserved every bit of hatred they received once the Empire released its grasp on Morrowind. Having past ties to the Empire immediately turned them into the scapegoat for the Dunmer people's suffering. They had welcomed the Empire with open arms and benefited from it. When everything was said and done, they were no longer recognized as a great house and were dismissed from the council. You might think it's all perfume and roses now that the mine's open, but all I see is a new security problem on our hands. Making sure those shipments of ebony make it safely from the mine to the shipping docks is my new order of the day.
Isn't that just like
And with Solstheim
foot walk?
with Reavers and Azora knows what else, I can't risk any attacks on Ravenrock. I maintain a few contacts in other Dunmer settlements across Tamriel. Most hail from House Redoran, but there are a few from other houses. Most of my contacts live leagues away from Solstheim. Sending the occasional message back and forth is all we can manage, and sometimes takes months or more to arrive. However, any information we can glean in times like this, I consider vital to House Redoran's survival. During the Oblivion Crisis, gates to the Plane of Oblivion opened all over Morrowind. The Empire pulled most of its forces out of Morrowind to deal with the gates in their own homeland, leaving us virtually defenseless. We had no standing army at the time, just uncoordinated pockets of resistance.
That isn't accurate because no Imperial legions are really functioning in Cyrodiil during the Oblivion Crisis, but whatever.
House Redoran took charge and was slowly able to build an army. It took years, but it became a force to be reckoned with. When the Argonians invaded years later, House Redoran's army was able to prevent them from sweeping across all of Morrowind. It would be fair to say that House Redoran literally saved the Dunmer people from destruction. Don't worry, you can trust Geldis. He's been with us for a long time.
Alright.
The Master calls.
You guys have fun with that?
Serve house.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
You need a bed.
Welcome to the Retching Netch Corner Club, home of the finest Sue Jammer that will ever grace your lips. There's actually a funny story behind the name, friend. A few years ago, I was walking down by the docks, and I noticed a Dunmer staggering along with a bottle of Sue Jammer in hand. He was one of my patrons and liked to drink heavily, so I wasn't exactly surprised. But you see, this particular Dunmer was as naked as the day he was born, and singing badly at the top of his lungs. As I'm watching this spectacle, a netch floats over the bulwark towards him. The man looks straight up at Vanetch, yells, "Have a drink," and tosses the bottle. And it never hit the ground. Well, the bottle broke on Vanetch, and it must have swallowed its contents because it started floating sort of tilted. Finally, it stopped and began to quiver. A few moments later, the foulest liquid to ever assail your nostrils spewed from its maw. I've seen plenty of drunks in me day, and I'll tell you right now, that netch was sick. True story, friend. True story.
That's how you know when they say it's a true story. That's how you know it's a true story.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you
Race
the
yet.
room. Right this way.
But I can get a tight 10 hours of sleep before you make it to this room.
Come
But,
back
oh,
if you-
okay,
Let me know
fair
if
enough.
there's anything else you need.
Hello.
The finest sujama to cross your lips, friend. My own personal formula that I call Sadri's Sujama. In fact, I've just added some new ingredients to the mixture that I think makes it taste better than ever. All I need to do is get the word out that it's ready, and they'll flock here for it. I was kind of hoping you'd say that.
Yeah, I figured.
Take these samples of the Sujama and spread the word. If you get rid of all of them, there's something extra in it for
Just
you.
immediately drink all of them. Yeah, whatever, sure. Do this for you, and then you gotta help me out. We'll eat more of the soup, because the soup's heavier.
Teldrin Cerro, blade for hire. If you have the coin, I'm at your service.
Oh, well, I'm just trying to distribute Sujama.
Damn Ash.
I'll give you this warning only once. Stay out of my way, and we'll do just fine. No, wait. I recognize the name, but I'm not sure why. I don't know. I feel strange just thinking about it. A temple, maybe. Here on the island, something about a temple? Take that swill and pour it down a well.
Okay.
Fight well. I work for Mogrel. You got a problem, you talk to him.
It's busier now that things are starting to look up. I guess I might stay a bit longer after all. Geldis needs to bottle this up and send it to the mainland instead of wasting his time out here. His drinks are outstanding. Thanks.
You're welcome. Oh,
The East Empire pendants are... Yeah, you're making my buyer happy. Keep them coming. If you need any supplies, you know where to find me.
If you ever need apothecary supplies, talk to my wife, Milora. Always a pleasure to taste anything Geldis comes up with. If you've got something to sell, I'm willing to buy. Why don't we see what kind of deal we can make?
well,
By first harvest.
so much jewelry. Oh yeah, I have these poisons to sell.
Next time you're hungry, stop by. I always have plenty of food for sale.
I'll see what I can do.
With the Ashspawn threat taken care of, I can give my men the rest they deserve.
I don't know who sent you here, but you've given us something to build on here. I hope someday we can repay you for your kindness. I should mix some of this into my next potion. Who knows what would happen? Take a look.
Oh yeah, ingredients. Because I need more carrying fat. Ooh, recipes I don't know. Any ultimate potions? Yeah. I can just sell poison. I don't think it matters all that much. Oh, we're back to 90k gold. Remember, we got down to like 30k at one point because we spent so much after. We went from 150k gold to 30k gold from training. How much we spent on training with like Farkas and a couple other people. We're just learning alchemy
After
skills.
we left Morrowind, we found ourselves in Skyrim. We wandered around a bit and ended up in Morthal, where we took up temporary residence with Lami, the town's alchemist.
Lami?
I was fascinated by her work, and over a period of a few years, she taught me quite a bit. It wasn't long before we became homesick. We were the only Dunmer in Morthal. When word reached us that a settlement of Dunmer was forming on Solstheim, we were thrilled. It's been difficult, but I'm not regretting it one bit. In fact, I'm glad we've been able to stay and help.
This is making my timeline confused because Lami is a Nord or a Breton or something, so she's not super old. But Ravenrock should have become a Dunmer settlement after it was ceded to Solstheim. So I don't know, that does make a whole lot of sense to me, that timeline.
As you can imagine, the eruption of the Red Mountain took an awful toll on Solstheim.
Yeah, 200 years ago.
Hunting for game has been scarce, and the waters are apparently too tainted for fishing. According to Councillor Morvain, my husband's been Ravenrock's most important food source for decades.
That timeline doesn't make sense because, again, Lami's a human, so, like, she must have been, like, a teenager? Not that old.
I don't think so, though I hear that name, and I see a temple here on Solstheim. I don't know what they did in those mines, but it put a smile on those nestlings. They may look seem so happy. Seriously, help me with treasure. Don't be put off by my husband's mood. He enjoys having visitors. I think it's difficult. Something about it. Well, that sounds lovely. Thank you. Be careful out there.
You've been a good friend to me. That means something. No, I'm not sure. I've always had a... However, I've seen the smile on people's faces, and there's hope around here once again. Something we've been lacking for a long time.
Try a drink?
Perfect. I was just thinking about heading over for a drink. Thanks for saving me the trip.
It's
Bring your
12:30
weapons and
p.m.
armor to me. I'll fix it up right.
You've brought so much hope to our people. We are forever in your debt. Miraak. I'm sure I've heard that name before. Haven't I? Was it in a dream? Sure, got nothing better to do.
What I like to hear. Nope, that's locked. Breaks in, distributes drinks. Abandoned building.
My husband Bendel feared
With the
visitors
Ashbourne
would
threat
shun
taken care of, I can give my men the rest they deserve. Well done, friend. Thank you for your assistance.
Talk to that guy
Raised
later.
my
Who
men's
else can we
spirits
give
quite a
drinks to?
If you witness suspicious activity, report
If you're looking for some... You lost?
No. Hello?
You've brought Ravenrock back from the brink, traveler. I don't know how to thank you. Oh, how kind. Thank Geldis for me, won't you? Good journey, traveler.
If there's anything at all I can do to help, please let me know. What? Oh, no, thank you. I need to keep my head clear.
May I have a word with you,
Don't
Counselor?
worry. You can trust Geldis.
Of course,
With
Sindiri.
us for a long
What
time.
troubles you?
I was concerned about our food stores. Jalan can only carry so much on each journey, and I'm afraid we might run out.
I'll speak with Garen and see if we can't increase the crop production this season.
Sorry, Sindiri.
I fear we'll be feasting on ash yams a bit more often this year. Traveling beyond the bulwark will be much safer as a result of
You're
your
welcome.
victory at Fort Frostmoth. Many thanks. Good old Geldis is always managing to keep our spirits up. And our
spirits.
eyesight hazy. Thank you. My doors are open if you wish to discuss matters.
Obey our laws, or suffer the consequences.
I guess that the people are in like dialogue with you or whatever, they just get drug out with you. Can I give this to Gjallan?
Aye. There's nothing finer than Dark Elf Sujama. Like nectar it is. May the wind be at your back, friend.
Talk to Captain Galland if you're looking to book passage.
The Northern Maiden is ship-shape and ready to go.
Oh, I guess I'll go to the temple. It would probably enjoy a drink. Or I guess I could talk to Crassus. I just gotta hop to the temple. See if there's a priest. Hello.
Are you here to pray? Or perhaps pay your respects at our ancestral tomb? Meazura, Mafala, and Bawik will guide you.
Don't know about that. Wonder how they react. If they react at all if you get the Daedric artifacts from those gods. I don't know. Oh, who else can I give this to?
I don't know what you're playing at, lover, but something about you just doesn't add up.
Understandable, considering the differences between us.
I'm not talking about that. I have a knack for smelling trouble. For some reason, you reek of it.
I promise you, I have nothing but good intentions towards everyone in this town.
Hello?
The mines are open and the shop is busy again. Thank you. At least my father will let me drink whatever I want without complaining. Tell Geldis I appreciate it. Keep yourself safe. Solstine's still a dangerous place.
Alright.
Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
So far away from the entrance.
Welcome to the Retching Netch Corner Club, home of the finest Sue Jammer that will ever grace your lip. Perfect. All that's left now is to go ahead and wait for the patrons to come in. As promised, here's a little something for yourself.
2,000 gold, jeez.
How do you think? It's a blessing. I've got regular paying customers again. Thirsty workers at the end of the day, and more coin than I can count.
Clearly, you're paying me 2,000 gold to hand out samples.
Well, well, Adril's got himself a spy, does he? Ozura knows he needs all the help he can get. He's been chasing the Ulins for years now. No, I just think he's going about this the wrong way.
You have a better idea?
Actually, I do.
Oh boy.
If you want to catch those slippery slaughterfish, you need to let them come to you. There's an Ulin ancestral tomb near the temple. Someone's been leaving ash yam offerings on the altar inside. If you were to wait inside for whomever that is, I'm betting they'll have some of the answers you're looking for. What makes you think I haven't? Anytime Adril and the Redarin Guard made a move, the Ulins must have been one step ahead and didn't show up. You can thank me if it works. Until then, I'd head to the tomb and wait until your visitor shows up.
You got it.
When a Dunmer is laid to rest, the body is burned and returned to the ashen soil. Since the ash yam is born of the very same soil, it represents rebirth and renewal, the fact that life ends and begins anew. Back in 95, Vila Ulin came to Raven Rock with a plan to take over our town.
195 or
Fetcher thought he
95?
could stir up the locals and use them against the Redarin Guard, and then murder Constable Morvain when we weren't looking. He arrived alone, but spread enough coin around to start changing people's minds. Half the bloody town joined his side. Can you believe that? He underestimated the Redarin Guard. They were organized and brought a swift end to the coup. Vila tried to run, but he was caught by Captain Veleth himself. Vila Ulin was executed a short time later, and his remains placed in the Ulin ancestral tomb.
Huh. What you got for sale?
Let's sate that appetite,
Grill Brothers wine. Huh. Interesting that you have that.
Come back any time. My doors are always open.
can't believe I've been stuck here this
long. Wait. Oh, this is different from the temple. The temple ancestral tomb. Lurk in the shadow. What's our sneak skill at? Only 40? Yeah, that'd be one to train. Hello.
Ah, excuse me. I didn't realize there was anyone else here. I presume the same thing you're doing, leaving an offering for the departed. Forgive my surprise. It's just that I wouldn't expect that sort of behavior from someone who isn't Dunmer. Since there aren't any Ulans left on this island, I've taken it upon myself to leave the traditional offering in their stead. Oh, no bother. We all have a right to be here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to meditate a bit.
Oh, shoot! Actually, let me do Flame Atronach, because a Flame Atronach should... Ooh, actually, Skeleton Marksman could be good.
I'll get you.
Yeah. Oh, I did not mean to be using reclaim. I didn't realize you used the spears as arrows. But I guess that's one way to do it. I guess I didn't know what happened if you use the spears. Looks like he's focusing on fighting the guards. I mean, the guards are all pretty tough, so... Oh, I forgot we have poison. It was probably going to take off again, so... Ow! Rude. Alright, let's use the poison. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Ouch. Well, better me than anybody else, I suppose. Oh wow, our restoration is almost maxed out. Okay, so he should stop flying now. He's below half health. Alright, he should crash somewhere. Okay. Kind of annoying. Crashed all the way over there. Oh my... Oh. Come on. Yep. Don't tell me he left. Nope, he's still there. It's you and me, buddy. Oh, I have more shouts? Oh, the Frost Atronach still. Ow. Oh, nice. Frost Atronach could just get stagger him. Ah! No, 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 no. Oh, he's almost down. Ow. Oh no, the annoying thing. Got him. Good kill cam this time. Other times we get it and we're like on the back of the... It's like from the back end of the dragon. Hit for the gram. Yeah, now this is why... Skeletal Marksman Arrow, huh. Now this is why we really need to find a place to store... Ooh, wait, I can use that smelter. I know we're carrying a bunch of ore on us, so I could at least smelt some of that ore, I think. Okay, that freed up a little bit of carrying capacity, but, because I'm pretty sure these dragon skeletons can despawn pretty quickly. Just need to find an unmarked container, and I'll just put some more junk in there for a little bit. Hello. Alright, any barrels or anything, please? Barrels I can interact with? No. Nope. Come on. How about this? Can I interact with this? Is this a marked container, please? Yes. I should make some potions of carrying capacity. I could probably make some pretty decent ones. Oh wait. I need that netch jelly. Alright, there we go. We're sub enough, and then I'll just some of the netch jelly. Classic. It's 6 p.m. and we're already starting to get tired. That's what happens when you get over encumbered. You get tired really, really quickly. Alright.
You lost.
Drop a quick save. Hello.
I hope Geldis proved useful. Have you made any progress? Tell us, Sue. Are you sure? So Geldis' plan worked, eh? Every time we tried it, no one would ever show up. If Telesu's involved in any sort of plot to harm Councillor Morvain, I'm going to need hard evidence to prove it. I'm not kicking down anyone's door until I have solid evidence.
Then a break-in.
If you're wrong about Telesu, things would quickly go downhill around here, and the real culprits might slip away. I can't afford for that to happen. If you have evidence and it places your life in peril, I would expect you to do whatever you must to keep yourself alive. Here, this key should open the front door of the manor in case they've locked it. Good
Why do you have a key to their house?
Telesu is wife to the family patriarch Vendel. They have a single child, a daughter named Miri. They arrived here 10 years ago and have been nothing but a benefit to Raven Rock ever since. They're quite wealthy, and they've been quite generous by sharing their fortune with the community. They've contributed coin, food, supplies, even helped repair a few of the buildings in town with their own hands. People have mentioned it's a bit odd about how close in age Mary appears to be to her father, but that's hardly a cause for alarm. Just make sure you find solid evidence. If I accuse them without it, I'll be the laughing stock of the colony. Villa Ulen wasn't the first Ulen to live in Raven Rock. His father, Valen Ulen, was one of the first Dunmer to settle here. Unlike his son, Villa, Valen was a good man. He contributed to the community and was quite respected. When Valen died, his family provided the funds to construct the tomb. The Ulen family being a part of House Lalu didn't matter. It's Dunmer's tradition for the ashes of the deceased to be placed in an ancestral tomb. Valen Ulen and his son's remains were both laid to rest there because that's what he'd requested. Be careful. If the Severans have betrayed us, then they'll be well armed.
If you're looking for supplies, talk to Feathers. He'll set you up with whatever you need.
Can I also have muffle? Okay, both effects? I should be able to have both effects on at the same time. So that gives me muffle. Be able to have invisibility on top of that. Didn't see or hear anybody.
Just getting jumpy, I guess. I won't allow you to ruin years of planning.
Ugh. This is gonna be a little annoying. I like to do this stealthily. I could just come in and swords blazing and everything, but I don't even know what evidence I'm really looking for. Let me do detect life. So that's where they are. So if I can just look around without Stop coming in
For
here.
House Halalu.
Yeah. Is there no way to do this sneakily? Do they just always detect you? My mystique skill isn't very high. They have 2 copies of the same book. They have 2 copies. They have 2 copies of Volume 1.
I know you're in here. Is someone there?
Mine's playing tricks on me.
Oh. I'm just gonna look up, see if there is a way, if like they do this stealthily, because I don't think our sneak skill is high enough to do this without aggroing them. Expert lock safe. Oh, there's one down the stairs to the right of the alchemy table on the shelf for the return trip. The Ulan matter. So, wait. So... So I think I missed. How much does it actually help me?
Someone there. What was that?
Don't mind me.
For house. Where are you? Over here. Rettering following dog.
Don't mind me.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Where did you say?
For house. Hello.
Oh, there it is. Got it. Oh, some more stuff. Alright. I got the evidence, haha. I am a detective mastermind.
And you thought I was just a pretty face.
Got him. I'll just make sure they didn't have any like good loot I want. Oh, okay, never mind. So stuff does happen.
Send someone over.
Hello.
Did you find any evidence at Severin Manor yet? Then we finally have them. All that remains now is chasing them down and bringing them to justice.
How's that pretty young daughter of yours?
Good.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to send two of the best Retteren Guard we have to take them down. I want you to assist them any way you can.
Next time you feel like having a conversation,
see that you do. We can't afford to let these traitors slip away.
Alright.
Ashfallow Citadel's been abandoned for a long time. Be ready for anything.
You got a good thing going here.
I'm glad to see your
reopened.
Telesu is wife to the family. They arrived here 10 years ago. They've contributed coin. People have met. Just make sure you find solid evidence.
Well, I did find solid evidence. Whatever. I mean, we're getting.
I want you to let me know if you Drayla with Captain Veleth. I don't trust him.
She's not a little girl.
Alright. Well, just go ahead and do it. We're not that tired, and being tired doesn't really give us that bad of a malice.
Back to the mainland. Jolly's the only way.
Yeah, how far is that? Well, that's on the other side of the... Okay, never mind. We're gonna take a nap first.
Let me know if you want anything. I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Let me see if he'll still let me sleep here or not. Yeah.
traveler. I don't know how to thank you.
I mean, money's always fine to thank me, but... You know, you did pay me like
Your
2,000
actions
gold,
here have
so...
been a blessing to us all, Sergio.
Alright, let's just...
It's busier now that things are...
Was it this one I put a bunch of stuff in? Yeah, it was. Oh, right. I was gonna eat that. Mmm, burnt wood. Delicious. You know, I could just go ahead and store a bunch of these potions, because it's really not that crucial to get...
I guess I might stay a bit longer after all.
Your efforts in Ravenlock have proven most invigorating.
You know, we can just run all the way to... I think it's faster if we go up this way. There we go. Get how long it takes for the excavation, but we do want to do that excavation because that Osdil stuff is one of the that's one of the main reasons we're here. It's that, and then there's a specific black book we want. But I figure we could just go ahead and do the entire quest line. I mean, although we're doing most of the side quests right now, I suppose. That's fine. Up here. Excuse me. There we go. What overlap there is between locations and how much overlap there are between locations in Morrowind and Skyrim. I bet there are a lot. Maybe that Falxkarius guy, I guess I never looked him up. He might be a character from Morrowind. I'm gonna look that up, actually. I'm curious. Oh, yep, he is in fact in Morrowind. Yeah, I figured. And basically, anytime they mention somebody around 200 years ago, that's about when Morrowind takes place, so... Ramshackle Trading Post. Yeah, this puts the Ramshackle and Ramshackle Trading Post. Ooh! Fox, though. Oh, nice. That was some good stuff.
Time. Die.
Bet.
You open.
Gotcha. Oh, the Redoran Guard are already dead. Well. Interesting that the, so obviously they make the bone mold, but it's kind of interesting they use, like, elven stuff. I mean, obviously they are elves, but the elven stuff I feel like more associated with high elves and whatnot. Ow. something hit me hard.
You're bleeding.
Are they hitting me with poison?
Azora
They gotta be using poison or something, because that's taking out a lot of my health. You know what, honestly, if those guys want to run away, I'm not gonna worry about it. Can I see them? I'm kind of curious if I can see.
You're dead.
Ow. Yeah, those do hurt a lot. I don't know how I decapitated him with a warhammer, but okay. That's a lot of arrows. I have so many arrows. Miraak tong armor. Yeah, I'll take one suit of this just to have it. I don't know if I can actually craft it myself. Alright, let's get in there.
What was that?
It was me. Gotcha. There's a lot of assassins. Must have cost a lot of money. Don't want a battle axe. An iron battle axe, no less.
What was that?
It was me. To save. More books. How about the Miraak Tong have a book, have the Dark Brotherhood book? So many books. Ultimate, vigorous. Oh, what am I carrying too much of? What's the Amulet of Kinnereth do? Increases stamina but not carry weight? Yeah, so there's probably no carry weight. One, I do not need this elixir. I do not need this potion. I don't really need these restore health potions. Ooh, an ultimate potion. Oh, this is presumably the chain. Hello. Oh, hold on, guys. Oh, wrong thing I summoned, guys. Sorry. Wow, they bring that down pretty quickly.
I'm sort of hurt.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna treat this a little bit more seriously. We gotta level up organically.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Oh, is our astronaut angry at us? That's what I thought.
It's not my time.
You know, you would think that if you sneak in stealthily. I mean, I guess I didn't, but I think this happens even if you do sneak in stealthily. Ow. That like they get alerted and, you know, you have to fight them. What is this? Elven Mace, Ebony Battle Axe. Yeah, nothing too interesting. You got enough pressure. Okay, this is just like Looney Tunes at this point. Carrying too much to be able to run. Okay, I don't think I need all that. Don't need charcoal. I don't really need all these soul gems. This is where if you have the sneak skill to where you don't set off pressure plates, it'd be really convenient right now. Where's the lever? Oh, is it over in that room? Ooh. Yeah, it was. Open the door. I mean, can I just shoot through the door? Can I summon a Frost Atronach in there? Oh, I can. Get him, buddy. Again. Oh. Okay, so how do I get this door open? I want to get... Is there a different pull chain over? Oh. There we go. You guys know Octonauts have feelings too? I actually don't know if they have feelings or not.
Lucky hit.
Guide me!
If the NPCs run away, they'll probably just run into the traps and get themselves killed, so I don't have to worry about chasing them down.
I'll see you.
Of course. I think I aggroed. I didn't keep aggroing my cross astronaut because this hitbox is so big.
I join you in death.
Oh, is he the son of the guy? Did we get the other one?
Guide me.
House Lala will have its revenge.
That. Anything down here? Just some people tortured via drowning, it looked like, or the fort's just flooded. Yes. Ooh, another ancient Nordic pickaxe. I would kind of like to have another one of these. Something we can get rid of. We really do not need all this ebony or dwarven metal or elk pelts or really anything like that. We can just buy any goods we need. You gotta be kidding me.
Get of our guide.
Alright, we finished. Wow, so many more books. I didn't even realize you're still alive, but okay. Oh, let me get out of here. This chest here. Ooh, East Empire lockbox. As well discover this appears to be a monument of some sort. Oh, it just hurried back to Raven Rock because we should get a house for this. Which means we get permanent storage, and if we have permanent storage, we can finally empty our inventory. I just play. Where that Spriggan's going. But there are some advantages to our two-handed, like our Warhammer ignores some of their armor. That is something we get with two-handed that we don't get with
Oh, those boots will look mighty fine on me. I'm to die out.
Stormfang. Unique item. Don't need pelts, don't need iron. Don't need petty soul gems. Oh wait, no, I want that Stalrim. Stalrim's hard to come by.
Do your worst. Oh,
96. We're almost to 100 two-handed. Quit while you're ahead, buddy. I'm gonna wager that there's a lockbox with pendants in here somewhere. Oh, and I was correct. I think there's only one lockbox per encampment, if I had to guess. Appears to be the case. Just drop in. I don't even think that's that far of a drop now. Bulwark is impressive, I'll give him that.
Well, what happened? Were you able to track down Vendel? Out with it! Then, it's finally over. What of the Redoran Guard I sent to assist you? Damn it. I was hoping to protect our people by sending them, not end up with casualties. To think that Vendel would stoop so low as to hire those fetchers. I'm glad you killed him. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. Councillor Morvain will be quite pleased when he hears about this. Follow me, and I'll take you to the Councillor so you can speak to him yourself.
Don't mind me, I'm just gonna have a little bit of a snack.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
Excuse me, Councillor Morvain. I have some wonderful news.
Adriel, I haven't seen a smile on your face like that in a long time.
Seriously,
This
kind of
visitor
creepy.
has single-handedly dealt with a threat that could have ended your life. Vendel, Telesue, and Miri Severin
No
weren't
Oxford
who they
comma.
appeared to be. I'm afraid they were here to avenge Villa Ulen's death.
Vendel? But he's done so much for Raven Rock. How could this be possible?
They did it to gain our confidence, Councillor. They had us all fooled.
But not me.
I should have been more vigilant. I'm sorry.
Don't say that. It's not your fault, old friend. And you, step forward.
Hello.
What you've done for me, for all of Raven Rock, goes far beyond what I would have expected from a traveler to our town. For this, you have my deepest gratitude. Now, I'm certain Adriel was prepared to reward you appropriately for everything you've done. However, since a bit of coin hardly seems like enough, I've decided to provide something more substantial. Since the Severin family, or whoever they were, turned out to be criminals, their property is now forfeit. As Councillor, I hereby award you Severin Manor, and everything contained within. You've earned your citizenship here, and I hope you'll consider staying with us as a member of our community.
Yeah. I didn't see if I got gold or anything. Where?
Glover Mallory is a wonder with the old hammer and anvil. He mended me armor like an old pro. I can't believe Raven Rock Mine is open again. Finally, something worth defending.
I can't thank you enough for reopening the Ebony Mines. You've brought light to
Alright. Can we get...
Splendid. Another mouth to feed.
Hooray, we can take all this stuff back.
I work for Mogul. You got a problem, you talk to him.
I don't know who sent you here, but you've given us something to build on here. I hope someday we can repay you for your
Look,
kindness.
I know why you're here. I'll get the coin, I promise.
If you want that beautiful wife of yours to stay that way, you better.
Also, now we don't have to talk to an innkeeper to sleep. We should be able to just use the bed in here. Alright, let's get inside. Hooray! Alright, this urn right here we'll just use to store all our junk that we don't want to carry on us all the time, that we might take with us back to Skyrim. Yeah, we're not soul trapping anything, so I don't really care about that. I feel like that resonance gem is important. Although I'll probably just look up what you're supposed to use that for, but... Oh, do I just have this black book on me for the... Oh, yeah, that's right, because I can use that to teleport if I ever want to teleport. Right. We had a lot of books. I really wish there was a perk in Skyrim like in Fallout, where it halves the weight of stuff that weighs under like half or whatever. I think the weight of like half a pound. Or some soup. We don't need to be carrying that much soup around. I'll keep these magic. Yeah, I don't even need to be carrying all these magic poisons. We can always just grab them again if we need to. Hooray, down to 173 carrying capacity. Now the world is our oyster. I will be right back. I gotta run to the bathroom. I am back. Sorry about that. What quests did we just? I think we completed Serve Cold, and those are the two we completed. March of the Dead and Served Cold so far. Yeah. Sir. Alright, so we got Unearthed, so we have to wait for that. Ancient Ice, Search the Island. Alright, yeah, let's actually do the original quest. Oh yeah, but we can sleep first. Is the safe still marked as the safe? Severin family safe. Yep. Well, whatever. Go ahead, sleep for like 16 hours, eat something, and then we'll run up to that temple. The whole reason we originally came here. Do that, do the dungeon clear, and then probably good for tonight. Are we any closer? Oh yeah, I can get a little bit more sneak, okay. Oh, won't trigger pressure plates, let's go! And deadly aim, sneak attacks with bows, yeah, for sure. Those are all really nice. Oh, it happened again.
Now, through me, do you see?
Yeah.
Now through them does he speak. And when the world shall listen,
and when the world shall see,
and when the world remembers.
Yeah, we should probably fix this whole thing.
that world will cease to be.
Here in his shrine.
Alright. Let's go get this sorted out. Because I'm kind of tired of having that stuff happen over and over again. Again, I feel like more people should be freaked out about that, especially if we're getting more business, whatever. Oh, I did the thing where we have stuck with the subtitles. Let's pop in here for a second. Should get rid of those subtitles.
Excuse me, but the temple is for followers of our faith alone. Outsiders aren't welcome here.
Rude.
Obey our laws or suffer the consequences.
Well, I can deal with those guys later. Alright. So yeah, we're just running kind of far into the island, but it's far in Solstheim terms, which is nothing compared to Skyrim terms. This is less than a hold we're going to be running to. And we can pick up ingredients again because we cleared up our inventory. So that is exciting. And as you get higher up, there is still some regular, like, greenery and stuff that's been protected from the ashes, so that's nice. Good mine for, like, gems and stuff, but no real drive to. Up here. Nord building. Abandoned lodge. Take a little look-see. Requires a key. Well, never mind. Torch out. Over here. Red Mountain still ominously and continuously spewing ash. Yeah, this one should have far-reaching consequences outside of Morrowind if you just have a constant, significant quantity of ash being spewed into the atmosphere, but whatever. Hello?
Welcome, brother.
Hold, traveler. You have no business here. Be on your way. Wait. You're one of us, aren't you? A werewolf?
Yep.
Then perhaps you do have business here. Forgive me. I'm Raquel of the Frostmoon Pack. Welcome, brother.
Oh, okay.
Welcome, brother. Since I was born, my parents were members of the pack, back when Majni's father was Alpha.
I never ran
After
into
they
these
died,
guys.
Majni and Akar took care of me, taught me to hunt. I'm not as good as they are, but I do my best.
Would you get cold?
Why? Have you seen how they live? They cower behind their walls, afraid of every ash hopper, every netch. No, I'd rather be here, free to hunt, free to live my life as I choose.
Fair enough.
Good hunting.
What? Akar, Majni's brother. I hunt, he talks. Go talk to him. Deer, sabers, reeks, boar, bear. I hunt soon. Go bother Majni.
Okay.
Welcome, brother. It's been too long since we met another who shares our blood. I am Majni, Alpha of the Frostmoon Pack. You are welcome here, so long as you respect our law. Aye, the blood still runs true among some on Solstheim, as it has for centuries. We have chosen to embrace Lord Hircine's blessing. You know it well. The speed and strength of the beast, the thrill of the hunt, the triumph of the kill. This is our purpose, our way of life. So it was for my father, and his father before him, and I welcome any who walk that path. You might find a few others, strays, lone hunters, but ours is the last true pack that remains.
What about the werebears?
Meat, furs, bone, trophies of the hunt, but those are of little use to you. There is one more thing. Since the days of the Great Hunt, our pack has kept a set of rings, blessed by Lord Hircine himself. I sense his favor on you. For you, I will part with them, if you can pay my price. Here, take a look.
21. Oh, just gold? Okay. And in exchange, I will sell you poison.
Hunt well, brother.
Alright, so I guess the big thing for that is that you get some rings and stuff. Alright, cool enough.
Hello again.
Probably came up here. I don't know if they immediately turn hostile, but I might have just run across them and killed them, because I don't think I've ever come to Solstheim as a werewolf. Whatever, that was neat. Altar of Brawn. Well, I'm not going in there. Oh man. The dragon skeleton. Lots of dragon skeletons. Okay, that's not ominous at all.
That they have forgotten.
Here we will toil.
That we might remember
By night we reclaim.
what by day was stolen,
You must fight against what is
far
controlling.
from ourselves.
We must leave this place. Isra, can you hear me?
Oh, does that count as completing the Dragonborn quest? Oh god, does it get... Okay, yeah, I guess that counts as completing the Dragonborn quest, okay.
You must leave this place. You there. What brings you to this place? Why are you here?
Bunch of crazy cultists attacked me.
I am Freya of the Scar. I am here to either save my people or avenge them. I am unsure. Something has taken control of most of the people of Solstheim. It makes them forget themselves and work on these horrible creations that corrupt the stones, the very land itself. My father, Storn, our shaman, says Miraak has returned to Solstheim, but that is impossible.
Not really.
Then you and I both have reason to see what lies beneath us. Let us go. There is nothing more I can do here. The tree stone and my friends are beyond my help for now. We need to find a way into the temple below.
Yep.
His story is as old as Solstheim itself. He served the dragons before their fall from power, as most did. A priest in their order. But unlike most, he turned against them. He made his own path, and his actions... Where did you come from?
Yeah.
I shall not.
Alright. I'll opt for just the Undying Ghost, because the Undying Ghost is a lot stronger. And... Hello, Mumukra. Hope you're doing well. Really want to try and not damage these NPCs. Ooh, he is attacking hard. Cultist mask, yeah, nothing too fancy on this guy. Staff of Ice Spike's not really fair. I got rid of this cultist, although I'm guessing he wasn't leveled. Less impressive.
Are you ready to help me now? We should not delay. We should check these rooms for supplies before heading further into the temple.
Yeah, nothing like... I mean, shoot, if this guy was before the first era, this would be, like... 3,000, 4,000-year-old potions. I mean, I guess it could have been restocked recently, but judging by the fact they didn't move the skeletons out of the way, I'm guessing they didn't. It's always so funny to me that you're finding like 3,000-year-old coins. You'd think a shopkeeper would freak out if they saw coins that old. have these fires been going for so long?
Take your time. I shall follow you when you are ready.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that about your exams. 80% seems like a very high criteria.
The evil in this place must be rooted out.
Oh yeah, when you get like super close to the criteria but you just don't quite make it. That happened to me one time. I took a class and it was out of like 1,500 points. And the professor, I was like 7 points shy of getting an A instead of an A minus. And, 7 points out of 1,500, that's even less than 0.1%, because what point, wait, is that right? No, less than 1%. Okay, no, not as bad as I thought. Because, yeah, 7 out of... Yeah, because 15 points would be 1%. So it was like 0.5%. But still, alright.
The evil in this place must be rooted out. We have lived on Solstheim for many generations. Our people are tied to the land itself. We try to serve the All-Maker, to live in balance with nature, instead of exploiting it, as others would. There are few of us left unaffected by this curse. My father Storn, the shaman, protects them in the village. I fashioned an amulet to guard me against whatever has taken hold of the skull, but it is the only one of its kind. If I cannot find a way to save them, there is no hope for our people. We must find out what is at work here.
Yeah, she doesn't behave like a regular companion yet.
Now we end this.
Alright, at least these guys aren't using super high level spells.
I cannot help you now. I thank you for your protection, All-Maker.
Got in here just some soul gems. Worst part about companions, even if I don't set off the pressure plates, our companions will. Oh, never mind, I guess she didn't.
I do not wish to imagine the kinds of things that happened in this chamber. For the poor souls trapped in these cages.
Why would Draugr be buried with elven weapons?
Suffer at Miraak's hands? Was it in service to the dragons? Or for his own purposes?
Who knows?
Look up there. I think I see something. The stairs are knocked out. I have no doubt you can find a way up. You never know. You may find something of value up there. I shall look around. We can proceed when you are ready.
Find a way up there. Oh, easy. Oh, I found something. making sure you get high. Yeah, that's what would. Yeah, because in at least, well, in America, like average is supposed to be like in the 70s. So for like high school and oh yeah, please. For high school and undergrad, getting in the 70s is passing. Once you get into grad school, I think that like you need B's in order to pass, I think. Like I think to graduate you need above. Did you have to have above 3.0 to graduate in grad school? Because I think it was a 2.0. Like, so because of 2.0, like you could get D's, but your average had to be above. Your average has to be C. She's just bullying him, but she does so much help. That's the problem. Doesn't like I mean, the high levels, nobody does any damage to anybody because they're using like base game weapons that just have so much health. 97, we're almost there.
Your master cannot help you now.
We take a lot of damage though, because legendary. That's considering all our magic resist. Oh, we should have got the Blessing of Azura back up though.
Thank you for your protection.
That would have been good. Oh well. Alright, she said there was something up there that we could get. Is the idea that we just jump up there? That's gotta be my guess. Just in time for us. I mean, I'm not seeing a path to get up there. Why did she mention that there was something up here? Am I supposed to go up there? Because we can just go down. Well, I can't tell if there's a tunnel that's supposed to take us up there. There's gotta be a tunnel. I mean, there's no way we're jumping up there. Whatever. Can't be that important.
Is someone there?
Oh right, my attack shouldn't damage my companions because of my black book feature, although I don't know if she's considered a companion technically.
I am sorry, but you left me with no choice.
Barely make it won't help at all one time. Like university will somehow get a high national exam score. You just barely pass, you get the high school diploma, but your diploma would be so weak. You're impossible. I see what you mean, yeah. Yeah, no, it's not just a matter of passing. You have to distinguish yourself. I know.
If anyone can help us now, it is you.
In the U.S., I mean, obviously we have like our regular college admissions, but I know that's a thing that's becoming an issue in med school in the United States. So to become like a doctor, like technically from my understanding, you technically become a doctor, a medical doctor, in the U.S. after you get your MD, which is your actual degree you get for graduating med school. But to actually be like a doctor in your own practice or something, you have to do a residency, which is where you like work at a hospital, like shadowing other doctors or whatever. You're basically like a junior doctor. And the reason why that's relevant is because now it's becoming more of a... This one came down. I think this is the way it came down. It's becoming more relevant because the number of residency spots in the U.S. is... I don't know if it's below the number of med school graduates in the United States, but it's like trending towards that, where there's fewer residency spots than there are med school graduates, which at that point, like, just getting med school degree isn't enough to get a like residency and become a doctor, because you're going to need to because you have to go through residency. And is that Draugr Scourge without any armor? I've never seen that before. It'd be so cold.
I do not fear death.
It's even similar to... Well, I don't know how other admissions systems work. Because for law school, the big thing is passing. Like, you get your JD, but then you need to pass the bar exam. But that one's just like pass-fail to be able to like be a attorney. So that's not like a bottleneck like residency spots. Like, there literally just aren't any residency spots available. Than some people that got their MDs, or I guess they would just have to like wait a year or something if they just don't get a residency spot. I mean, I would assume there are some people who get MDs that don't and don't pursue residencies, but never trust them. Always double tap.
The evil in this place must be rooted out. The evil in this place must be rooted out.
Yes, Freya. Don't... Hey, you know, I know it must be rooted out. Whoever keeps setting off all these pressure plates.
Where did you come from?
We're in a Nordic tomb. Where do you think Draugr comes? Oh, God. That was unlucky. Ow. Although it is... It's one of those things where, again, it doesn't... Like, the Skyrim timeline doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. If, like, these are, like, Nordic burials and Nordic chambers, right? Because the Nords didn't really come to Skyrim until, like, Ysgramor. I mean, there were human settlements prior to Ysgramor, and then, like, the sack of Saarthal that provoked Ysgramor and the 500 Pains to come through and begin their campaign against the Snow Elves, all that jazz, sure. But then it's like, what, did they, like, move into Skyrim and then just get, like, wage their war against the elves, but then just get enslaved by the dragons? Like, and, like, the companions were around, but they were just subservient to the dragons, presumably? Like, I just don't really get how that works. Or was there just a different race of men that lived in Skyrim beforehand? But I don't think that would be the case, because then it's a matter of where were the Snow Elves, then. Like, how the Snow Elves factor into, like, dragons and everything. And this is why we get the Dragonborn Dagger and get Greater Ward out, because we can do this. Alright, let's still try to use the Warhammer. I'm gonna Ghost to help her out. We're starting to get sleepy. Cool if the Undying Ghost could just sword off. Although I guess you'd have the problem with like friendly fire with that, which would be very annoying, I figure, for players. Probably why you can get no friendly NPCs to fish out, actually. Oh wow, there's a lot of Death Lords. Which one am I hitting? I'm hitting one of them. Well, one of them's down. Yeah, Freya's not doing too hot. There you go. Many heals. Alright, that's gotta be enough healing for you. He has a lot of hit points. Oh, jeez. Ow. This is why quick save was invented. See, the real secret is as long as I'm quick saving, I'll never die. I'll only die when I don't quick save. So many Death Lords. I almost had 100 restoration also. I guess we are just getting in a lot more combat because we're just actively clearing dungeons so much more in Solstheim because everything's just so much closer together.
I will not fall.
Back here.
And so it.
Ugh. I'll be very excited once I get our max tier like archery setup. That'll be super exciting. Oh, and this just loops back in on itself. Cool. Oh, through the door. Only one way forward. Great.
I'm not going down there. It would be foolish to attempt. You have a much better chance than I to make it through these traps.
Why?
I have no doubt that lever turns these blazes. I shall wait here for now.
And yeah, let me do everything. Ugh. Oh, I'm in one of the sets. Ow. It's a flesh wound. You're welcome.
Miraak took great pains to make it difficult to reach him, it seems.
Oh,
Let
no.
us hope that is the last of these traps.
Don't set a flag like that. Like an Attack on Titan. Anytime somebody says we're safe within the walls, they just set a flag. Ah! The ravages of time cannot be escaped. Hello. Do you have a monologue or anything? No? Okay. That would have been a perfect time for like a villain monologue. Yeah. Ugh. I just realized the backpacks do kind of clash with our aesthetic. Dragon scale armor is just normal backpack.
I will not fall.
Hello. Ow. Please don't. Okay, that wasn't targeting me. Thank goodness. I bet we're also probably leveling up because Dragonborn, they probably put higher level enemies in. Hello, Pinkerton. Hope you're doing well.
You won't
Oh. You alright? Well, hey, that could be a lot worse than alright. I don't know if you have a case of the Mondays like me. I had a long weekend and it's always a little rough coming back. We're in progress, Soy Mods. I hope they fix the Metro one? Is that like a Metro 20 something or other? Metro 2033? Is that it? Is that the Metro Soy Mod setting you're talking about? The KM 81%, and unless it reached near 90%, it still kind of counts passing, but not satisfactory. Yeah, it's always rough when it's like the super competitive. I mean, that's why I kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like one of the pros and cons of college that you have the segregated GPA system. So like in college, you know, if a 90 to 100 is an A, then at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Like, no one's gonna know whether you got a 100 in a class or a 91 in a class if they look at your record, because it's just gonna show up as an A, which gives you the 4.0 GPA. That's kind of nice. Of course, the downside of that, if you get an 89.5 or whatever, you're really bummed because an 89.5 doesn't count for anything. And to be sure, presumably if you got like a 100 in class, people are going to be more like, hey, people are going to be like, hey, this was really, the professor, if you're like asking for a letter of recommendation from a professor would probably be like, hey, maybe you get 100. That's not very common.
I do not know what it is Miraak learned that gave him reason to turn on his masters, but his path seems to have been a cruel one.
Probably has something to do with Hermaeus Mora, judging by the fact that I ran to
wonder if
Hermaeus
you'll
Mora.
find some answers to what happened so long ago.
Metro 2033 Exodus. Yeah, that's what I figured. I've only played Metro 2033. I haven't played any of the other games. But I had fun playing Metro 2033, but I basically only played it like once. I don't know. I feel like that game had like a... I feel like it was one of those games I enjoyed the opening to a lot more than like the rest of the gameplay. But
Protect me!
Yeah, no, it is one of those things. I saw it, you know, it's kind of funny that I just recently saw, that, you know, people didn't know, like, what the scores were in the US versus the UK, that, like, it's, 90, 90s are A's, 80s are B's, 70s are C's, 60s are D's, below that's an F. Which is a fail. Which is always a fail. Sometimes D's are fails, but depends on the context. I actually don't know how that works in college, because if you get a D, I guess if you get an F in college, you have to retake the class. I guess if you get a D, you don't have to retake the class if the rest of your GPA's up high enough to offset the D, I'm guessing.
Interesting. This may be worth exploring.
I always hate... Alright, I'm gonna guess that there's a dead end. Oh. Foul zombie.
I suspected there would be something down here. Do you know those spells already?
Not foul zombie, I don't think. Oh man, that's a lot of scrolls, a lot of books. All of them ruined. The Ravages attack. 3 skulls, though. These are a passing grade, but it tanks your GPA. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I figured, which was always like... I mean, I never got these, so, but that's one of the things I was always, like, a little bit confused on. Like, you know, it's basically like, you can afford to get A, D, or whatever, but... Yeah, because I guess, yeah, because if a B's a 3.0, C's a 2.0, then a D's a 1.0, so yeah, that's going to be pretty rough for your GPA. I always hated, my school had a, really some schools I know, they do like, the plus and minus system. Well, that can be good. I don't know. I guess really you only care about it if it works in your favor. The pluses and minuses do help mitigate again that threshold problem of being like 0.1% away from getting a 3.0 versus a 4.0 or 3.0 versus a 2.0. So, I guess that is something to add granularity to it.
I will not fall.
No, I'll get some help.
I will not fall.
Oh man, this is messy. But yeah, I know I had a professor who's from Europe one time, and he was like, yeah, I have to adjust my grading scale. Although he made it sound like, oh, we make our exams a lot harder, so that, like, you know, if you only get a 50%, that's not that bad. So, you know, it depends. Because sometimes you do have that stuff, like, I definitely took tests in college, where it was very much like, how could you not get a 50%? Like, a good half of the, you know, half of the test would be, like, stuff that you should very obviously know. Or they'll do stuff where, like, in elementary school, you get points for just putting your name on the page.
Victorious again.
I wonder if how much extra credit is a thing in, oh, we get some new spells. Technically, teacher strike and we're not official grading. Yeah, it can depend. I know some schools do it as, like, official grading. Like, some schools you get, like, like, you can get a B+, and you get like a 3.5 instead of a 3.0 for that. But I think the schools I've heard about doing that, like the teacher can use that system if like the school might support that system because it has to be supported on their transcripts, but some teachers just be like, I don't use pluses and minuses because they think they're dumb. But then other schools, you also have people who do like all kinds of grading scales. Like when I was in college, there were some professors who'd be like, yeah, I give an 80 or better. I give it a an 80 or better. I give it an A. So it does depend. You have like professors who are just like, I don't give A's. Professors can just do that because they could just literally never grade anything higher than an A. Am I supposed to go further down? Oh yeah, probably. No, this is a dead end. Prestige Middle School. Below 90% is not satisfactory. Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. Do you feel like, though, that them keeping that score, like, do you feel like that contributes to the quality of the education, or do you feel like it's very much like they're just teaching you to pass a test? Because I know that's a big thing, that's a big complaint in a lot of American schools with, like, standardized testing, is that when you put a bunch of emphasis on standardized testing, then you just have teachers who are, they're teaching for a test. They're not trying to teach a necessarily well-rounded curriculum. Because they're just teaching for a test. This is where I'm too smooth. I do not know. Okay, so there's a path over here. Well, oh wait, do I jump over this? Oh, there's a staircase right here. So dumb. All right. Always keep the position among 50 best middle school nationwide. They are not just teaching for the test. I mean, that's good. You know, if they're teaching... Ooh, shout. If they're teaching organically for, I already know what's going to happen.
Brace yourself.
That's always... I always like it when the Draugr thing opens and they all just... Freya, please. Like, you know, in theory, if you have, like, a good, well-rounded education, then it's gatekeeper. If you have a good, like, well-rounded education, you should do well on a test as a result of that, but, you know, you also just teach people that for a test.
I will not fall.
Peer pressure is insane pressure. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I mean, we have the same thing here with prestigious schools. I mean, you'll have, like, really high-pressure schools where people just literally, like, yes, we're at 100, that means we can stop using the hammer now. It's fun while it lasted, but the dagger and having grand healing is just really, really nice. We'll probably try and use our bow more in the future, but we'll just get by with one hand for the time being. But yeah, you have, like, people, like, just, like, break down. And it's not, that's not good. Yeah, tend not to realistically lesson. Yeah, I mean, I think especially in modern colleges where, for better or for worse, and I guess this is one of those things where you can be, like, the downside in America, at least, of the commercialization of college or what have you. Like, the cost of colleges makes students more like customers, so then obviously universities want to cater to their customers, which on the good side means that if students have legitimate concerns, they can be considered. On the downside, you might have students just complaining like, oh, the material's just too hard, and they might try and make school too easy, or make classes easier when, you know, people just need to work better. So, you know, it's a balance, obviously. You gotta listen to both professors and students. Both will have concerns, inevitably. I'm trying to think what the logic of this tomb would be. Why would you just have this table here? And then you keep walking deeper. Looks like it'd be a banquet hall or something, but I know this just seems weird. Maybe this is the kitchen. Yeah, see, this is more of a banquet hall. I guess what, this would be the separated area? I don't know. Or is there a kitchen? Oh yeah, this is the kitchen. Well, this checks out.
There must be something more. Look around. I will let you know if I find anything in the dining area.
Great. Burrows. Small subsidies. I mean, you say that, but there are a lot of coffins in here. But yeah, no, I get your point, yeah. I mean, this is like a temple. I mean, this was... I believe this is supposed to be Miraak's base of operations, like, while he was alive. Which I guess means retroactively it could have been converted into, like, more of a burial area, because presumably most of Miraak's followers all got killed, but... Yeah, just pull that.
I knew it. A secret passage in the dining area just opened up. This must be it. Let us move quickly.
I'll move as quickly as I want. I'm the one who got sliced by the slicers. Ooh, Black Soul Gem. Alright. Up. Oh, come on. There we go. Moss. Delicious. Alright, let's see what's in here. Don't stand on that. I fell somewhere one time.
I wonder if there is something here that tells the story of Miraak.
I suspect Miraak will tell us the story of Miraak. Potentially.
Nothing but ruined books.
Which is weird to me. I don't understand how all this stuff's preserved, but, like, all the books are all ruined. I guess that could have been delivered. But why would the books still be on the shelves if they were being burned?
We passed by a few of them earlier, but they are becoming more frequent as we get further in. I do not like this place. It almost looks as if these statues will come to life at any moment.
Freya, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. What did I say about setting flags? Okay? If you say the statues look like they're going to come to life, guess what's going to happen? Could have just ignored it.
It is eerily quiet. I do not suspect that will be the case the further we go. Be on your guard.
How much longer can this go on for, also? Ancient orbs were bound to the burrows and converted into tombs near the end of their lives. Yeah, that's what I figured. Although, again, okay. I don't know if you were here when I said that, like, so Nords didn't live in Skyrim until Ysgramor and, like, his 500 companions showed up. So it's so weird that, like, did Ysgramor show up and they kill a bunch of the elves, and then they just get enslaved by the dragons, and the companions just exist while mankind is subservient to dragons? That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. What'd I do? Freya, did you trigger a
Is
trap?
someone there?
Oh yeah, we should use our bow more.
Victorious again. Victorious again.
You don't need to say that every time I get killed. I am interested. I might check it out if they make it a little bit more mature next time we do a Skyrim playthrough. Try to play with like the AI NPCs mod.
How we end this? I'm sorry, but you left me with no choice.
Yeah, this bow's pretty nice. Yeah, Morrowind's were the dragon cult, or at least the subsect. Oh hey, it's some guy using a different shout. With Busroda. Oh yeah, that's right, my ear is staggered. That's why Starfall is such a major part of Skyrim's career lore. Yeah. But like, Starfall was like their first settlement, which then the Snow Elves sacked, so it's just weird to me with like the Dragon Cult. I don't know, it just seems weird to know that there were like a bunch of like super awesome, super amazing, like Nord warriors running around, and then they're like, oh, but the dragons are in charge of Skyrim though, guys. Like, I don't know, it just seems weird. And it just seems unlikely that they would be hanging out doing, like, because the companions set up their own mead hall. It's not like they were hiding from the dragons. Presumably the dragons could just show up and, like, wreck the companions if they wanted to. So, I don't know if, like, the dragons were relegated to, like, they preferred to stay in mountains, or what the deal was. I mean, we know that, like, the confrontation was on the throat of the world, so that's pretty close to Whiterun. Battle axe. Man, this is a long dungeon. Supposed to win an English school competition by opponents or runner-up national English. Okay, yeah, that does sound. Most have gone province national. Yeah, I can see why that would suck. You feel like you're literally always up against the best of the best. Hey Freya, read that book.
There are dark magics at work here. Ready yourself.
Read that book.
This book. It seems wrong somehow. Here, yet not. It may be what we seek.
Go read it. Read it. Oh, let me guess, I'm supposed to read it. That's what I figured. Salt was what kept the humans and dragons at peace with each other through offerings. Hence why the ancient populace were never allowed to go to die and go to Sovngarde, the payment for peace.
What?
Ah!
Who are you to dare set foot here?
I'm Olino.
You are Dragonborn. I can feel it. And yet... You have defeated dragons, yes. But still... You have no idea of the true power a Dragonborn can wield.
He's trying to flex his shout, I don't know.
Is beyond. You have no power here. And it is only a matter of time before Solstheim is also mine. I already control the minds of its people. Soon they will finish building my temple, and I can return home.
Alright, well,
Send him back where he came from.
What?
He can await my arrival with the rest of Tamriel.
Ow, 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 ow. Can you... Okay.
What happened to you?
Ow.
You read the book and then... It seemed as though you were not really here. I could see you, but also see through you.
Not really sure. I saw Miraak on a dragon.
Where? Where is he? Can we reach him? Can we kill him?
Reading this book took me to where he was. Well, see, I've already read one of the Black Books, so I actually already know how this works, but...
This is a dangerous thing, then. We should return to my village and show this to my father. Perhaps Storn can make sense of what is going on. Come, there looks to be a way out through here.
Alright. Draugr canonically aren't dead, but are classified as such explicitly. They are mummified bodies of the remaining slivers of living souls attached. Okay, so then was it just members of the dragon cult that were Draugr then? Because obviously, like, Ysgramor went to Sovngarde. So obviously, like, you know, Nords of that time period were still going to Sovngarde. It's just members of the dragon cult that became Draugr and stuff and stuck around.
You see that green light? That comes from the Windstone, where my people work against their will.
Okay, I appreciate the monologue, Freya, but it is very
they must
cold.
Be freed soon.
It's very cold. We have this discussion indoors, perhaps by a fire, or even outside by a fire. I don't mind, as long as a fire is involved.
The village is just ahead. Storn has used his magic to raise a barrier around it, protecting the few of us left. That the barrier is still there is a good sign.
A lot of ancient Nords stayed behind who were sacrificed to protect the burrows in the afterlife for the dragons. Sure, but like some of them still had to go to Sovngarde, like Ysgramor. So it's just like the designated people who became Draugr then?
Father, I have returned. There is yet hope.
Freya, what news do you bring? Is there a way to free our people?
No, but I have brought someone who has seen things. He has confirmed that Miraak is indeed behind the suffering of our people.
I feared that it would be so.
But how is that possible? After all this time?
I fear there is too much.
Man, I just killed a 200-year-old Imperial general.
Please, tell Storn what has happened.
Okay, well, let me stand by. Actually, I'm not that cold, so. How do these houses have, like, just the exact same architectural style as, like, every other Nord house in Skyrim? Whatever.
If anyone can help us now.
Can I stand in this? Cool.
So you have seen things, yes. My magic grows weak, and so does the barrier around our village. Time is short. Tell me what you know.
The minority of the populace. I mean, yeah, I guess it must have been a minority of the populace, given the amount of Draugr we're fighting. And I guess that would make sense why a bunch of the... That would make a lot of sense of why the Nords then wanted to overthrow the dragons.
Really? How? The legends speak of that place. Terrible battles fought at the temple. The dragons burning it to the ground in rage. They speak also of something worse than dragons buried within.
difficult to imagine. But if true, it means what I feared has come to pass. Miraak was never truly gone, and now has returned. If you could go to this place and see him, are you like Miraak? Are you Dragonborn?
Yeah, so that's one of the things that, like... Because when we go to the companions, to the final resting place of the companions, aren't a bunch of the people we're supposed to be fighting some of Ysgrimmor's original, like, members of the original 500 companions? So, like, that's the whole thing, that I just don't see Ysgrimmor being like, hey, we just wiped out all the snow elves. By the way, I'm gonna sacrifice a bunch of my companions to guard the dragons forever. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, Ysgrimmor seems like the kind of person that would be like, let's just fight some dragons, yo.
Then perhaps you are connected with him. The old tales say that he too was Dragonborn.
Ysgrimmor died before the Draugr were created. I mean, fair enough, yeah, if he and the 500 companions all died beforehand. But then it's just like, what's the time period? And I also just see, like, I don't know, I just have a hard time thinking that most of the companions would be okay with not going to Sovngarde when they die. That you would think that they would be very vehemently against the dragon cult.
I am unsure. It may mean that you could save us, or it may mean that you could bring about our destruction. But our time here is running out. The few of us left free of control cannot protect ourselves for much longer. You must go to Saring's Watch. Learn there the word that Miraak learned long ago, and use that knowledge on the Windstone. You may be able to break the hold on our people there, and free them from control. May darkness never touch you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
If anyone can help us now, it is you.
Oh, did I already get that? Saring's Watch. Oh, I already went and cleared it. Way ahead of you, buddy. Mind if I take a little nap first?
I cannot maintain the barrier for much longer.
Yeah, but can you maintain it for like another, like, 8 hours or so? Maybe 12. Pretty sleepy. I just... Oh, bed owned. What kind of great hall is this with one bed? Great is your hall, it has one whole bed in it. Oh, I did want to say it was the Temple of Miraak, because I like to keep track of these quests. The Temple of Miraak. Oh man, I do have to. Oh, shoot. Okay.
Put an end to this evil magic
before it consumes us all. Yes, can I just sleep somewhere, please? Anybody? A bed? Maybe, can I sleep in this thing? You know what? Fine, whatever. I'll just shout the thing. Actually, we should be by Thrisk Call, so I'll shout the thing and then go to go down Thirsk and I can sleep there.
tear in his shoulder.
Oh. Oh, geez, this thing. Yeah, beat him up. Hit him while he's down.
Sorry, but you left me with no choice. Maker bless you. You have saved us.
That is, so this is a lurker, a creature from Apocrypha, the realm of Daedric Prince Hermaeus Mora. Point. Yeah, I guess that makes I guess that makes sense. Yeah, that would explain why you have a bunch of like really powerful Nord heroes that like you would think wouldn't want to be Draugr, but are Draugr, like Coralmil, like literally super famous, well-known alchemist, and he's in over in the Draugr. Well, wait, no, isn't it more complicated than that though? Because isn't Olaf One Eye, isn't he both a Draugr and in Sovngarde? Yeah.
I have no
Yeah, I won't be hanging out and talk, but
I'm on my way home.
well, this is a half-fun type competition when people already admit that most of us just do only participate, not win the competition. Yeah, getcha. I mean, yeah, makes sense in the sense that schools want to send the best of their best so they can, you know, be as impressive as possible, so they can recruit the best, so they can keep being the best.
Yes?
Alright, I'm gonna run to Thirsk over here so that we can, like, sleep. Being this tired sucks. I think we can run up over here. Made into an actual horror game and that's stock you. Yeah, no, that is one of the. Those guys are real. They're real. They're real pain to fight. Hello? You'll never take me alive, courier. Oh, you guys got rid of the boar. I worked really hard for that, you know. Oh, did I actually outrun... Did I actually juke the courier? Where is he? No, whatever, can't be that important.
I am his hands.
You have no idea how good it is to be back here. Thanks for your help, friend.
You know, you guys are still a little bit slave to Miraak, but whatever. We'll just get a tight 24 hours. Be like the day was never there. Yeah, one of the things that I played a little bit of Lethal Company. One thing, they have an enemy where as long as you're looking at them, they won't approach you. But then, like, as soon as you look away, they start chasing you, and that could be, like, really scary for those things.
Finally, I can get some sleep at night. You have no idea how good it is to be back here. Thanks for your...
Divine smile on you, friend.
I've been
Oh,
looking for
there's
you.
Courier.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Got this from a pretty excited-looking dark elf around Raven
Oh.
Rock. He said it was important I got it to you as soon as I could. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Cool, cool, cool. As specifies you quickly, Olino. We've completed the initial excavation. We were on to the unexpected difficulty. This means he needs more money. Oh my goodness. Octus Storm. We're gonna do this because I think this passes. It's like day by day this passes, so we want to get this ASAP. And then I think we're gonna have to call it for tonight because it is getting late and I need to go to bed. So. Unfortunately, I have to wrap it up. Oh!
I sense a presence. Does someone mortal fool
Oh, this is the dragon. So I guess in Miraak's case, did he just have dragons? Because like Alduin doesn't come to Solstheim, so were these dragons just hanging out in their burial mounds in Miraak's the one resurrecting them? Or he brought them to Apocrypha and they're slowly leaking out? I never really thought of that. Like, yeah, this looks to be a dragon burial mound, so... I'm switching these shots. Do you know the game you copy? I do not. Stay behind for an unfulfilled purpose. Yeah, that would make sense then. Like, that could make a lot of sense for, like, Corral Mill, because he stays behind to guard his, like, bottle or whatever, so that'd make a lot of sense of, like, you're guarding something left behind in another life. By the way, Dragon Priest, the ones reanimated by necromancers, the ones who were basically spiteful and refused to fully die. Yeah, I mean, that would make sense, because you also do just have, like, ghosts of unfulfilled spirits that hang out. So it's pretty easy to see, like, oh, if you just buried them, like, the same way, or whatever, that the dragons exist normally. Hate when they do the flyby. Not drive-by, it's flyby. Take him down. Alright, he should land now. Or crash. Whoa! He's gonna crash. Some of the ghosts again to keep him entertained while we just hang back. You know, it's funny, we'll play Skyrim most of the way, and it's going to be like in the end of our Skyrim, where we're just doing stealth archer. Because, honestly, because the dragons are probably going to need to do archery, and if you're doing archery, you may as well do stealth archery. For the gram. Oh, did his... So sometimes the dragons just break and you don't get a soul from them. Quick load, maybe we'll fix it. Come on. Oh well. Can't win them all. We still got the Dragon Bones and Dragon Scales, which is honestly more important. But it does suck when we don't get a soul. Eating, why not just chop and eat the hero head? Chop and eat the hero head. I'm not sure I get what you mean. Yeah, have a good night, Pinkerton. We're gonna run to, well, I'll activate this waypoint, but we're gonna run, turn in check in with our excavation just so I don't have to remember to do it next time. Hopefully done for tonight. End up staying up a little bit later than I intended. Kragrumes. Yeah, I'm guessing that it's Kragrumes stuff. Oh yeah, so that's one of the things they will do for the yeah, freaking Nick sounds. Big kill cam. Yeah, so that's one of the things, like, that's one of the, insta-deaths you can get. So if your health's low enough that the dragon can kill you in one hit, one of the things the dragon will do is, it'll swoop by and pick you or NPCs up and then just drop you from a really high height and you'll just die from fall damage. Oh, there's that Spriggan. Yeah, back off. I guess they explode instead of healing. Alright, we should be getting pretty close to the excavation site. God, this whole staggering with the bow is really nice. This actually works out really well because I don't have paralysis on my bow because I'm using the bow of shadows. Which I do like because we can fire faster. Which I think is more valuable than paralysis. We get more DS. I think its base damage is also higher than the Dragonborn weapon. Or the same. How's it going, partner?
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it's you.
Bet. What's going on?
This isn't good. We only got a little ways in when something managed to wake up the Draugr. Before I could blink, all the miners were dead, and I was next in line. Don't think anyone else made it out alive. This is what I get for skimping on labor.
Well, that's not good.
Well, unless you want to deal with the Draugr, this whole little venture of ours is over. Might be over either way. It looked like a dead end before the place started crawling. We could have missed something, though. I don't know.
I guess we'll do this, because I know he's got to hire more miner. No, I need to get to bed. I'll get caught up doing this, and I'm going to regret it in the morning. So yeah, we are just going to drop a save, and we will pick this up some other time. But yeah. But yeah, that's it. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody who chatted, liked the live stream, all that stuff. Really means a lot to me. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed and you want to see more of me. I play other games besides Skyrim. If you want to check out the channel, past live stream VODs. Yeah, I think we just hit like 135 subscribers, which is super cool. Before the live stream started, at least that's what we were at. Just checking to see all the quests. So we got 4 quests done today, so that is something. We are getting there. But yeah, see you everybody.